Hello there. Is that adequate volume? I think so. Right, really, I'd just like to thank you all for coming to this presentation demonstration. If you're looking for the design final, you're in the wrong place, so please go now. Hopefully we've teased those people out already. So I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Craig Powers, and I'm the business presentation team leader. I'd like to welcome some of my judges who've stayed on for the weekend, and I'd like to thank them for all their hard work. The objective, really, of this precursor to the awards ceremony was to see two business presentations, the winners of both Class 1 and Class 2. Now, unfortunately, the Class 2 winner, he has had to leave prematurely due to unforeseen circumstances, so I'm afraid that we're only going to see the Class 1 winner tonight. So I do apologise for that. So we're going to see, we're just going to have a little bit more of a break before the awards ceremony begins. This year there's been quite a bit of variability in the scoring, and I think some of that can be addressed to the sustainability criteria that we're judging against. This should not be confused with the cost and sustainability static event itself. This is sustainability content of the business presentation. It's a relatively small percentage of the marks, but it can differentiate teams. And it's a topic that should be addressed no matter what your choice of powertrain, irrespective of whether you've gone for an internal combustion engine, electric car, hybrid, or whatever. So it should be in there. It's not a massive amount of marks, but it can make the difference. What we're looking for is a justification of the powertrain, why you chose it, understanding some of the compromises that might mean. We're looking for an understanding of the materials and a justification of the materials that you've chosen, because some of those materials are better than others in a sustainable context. They may contain recycled content, and we expect you to acknowledge the embodied energy and CO2 within those materials. Three of the buzzwords: reduce, reuse, and recycle. If you can use less of it, then that's a good thing. If you can reuse items, that's good. And if you can either recycle yourselves or assist the customer to recycle and dispose of materials efficiently and in an environmentally friendly way, then that is also very, very good, especially with problematic things like some of the battery technologies. We can give you some discretionary marks for other green initiatives, maybe the choice of where you put the factory to reduce transport costs and other green initiatives. Ultimately, your product has to be accepted by the customer. So there are compromises to be met, and we need you to understand those compromises and justify why you've made them, and make it a business proposal that will still work. The sustainability will become increasingly important, and I'm hoping that you'll all do a more thorough job of it in years to come. It is early days yet, but we hope to see an improvement in those scores. The other thing I'd like to say is that there's the business logic case, which is still at the pilot stage at the moment. We're still trialing it. But next year it will be formally part of the scoring system. So make sure you do your business logic case and submit it in time, which I believe that's part of the registration process. So it's very early on in the life cycle of your project. And that should really steer you towards the choices that you've made, and the business choices and the technical choices, the choices of materials. So, and it also contains a graph and a table of the market data which you should then choose from. So basically you pick an operating point on that predefined market data of where you wish to operate, a particular selling price versus a particular volume of sales. You should not change that data. It's there for everyone to use. It's intended to be standardized. So please use that. And if you do, for any reason, deviate from that business logic case, do be prepared to defend those changes when you come to the presentation, if you feel you have to deviate from your initial concept. So really, that's all I just wanted to say as some guidance for next year. So now, I'd like to welcome the winners of Class 1. This is the University of Basque Country, with that operating as Fusion Racing, with their Quark racing car, which is an electric car using lithium batteries. So I would like to introduce Ander Canada. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to be here. My name is Ander Caneda, and I'm project leader of Fusion Racing, and I believe we have the most effective racing car ready to market today. So you're asking yourselves, why an electric car? Well, it all goes back to when I was at university. I thought, what would affect most the future of humanity at the beginning of this century? Certainly, sustainable transportation is a big issue. Though we know that this goal is out of reach for Fusion Racing, we want to contribute with the development of the technology necessary for this to happen. So how are we going to do this? We plan, our vision is to develop an electric car that's safe and excites our clients. So that's why we are here, asking you for $1 million investment for 49% stake in our company. In the next few minutes, I will highlight the critical aspects of our business plan. So if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them at the end of the presentation. So my friend Peter has a problem. He wants a racing car that makes him feel excited, and he wants it for the weekends. However, he wants it to be ecological, as he is concerned about pollution. When we analyzed the market, we saw that there are more Peters around Europe. There are mainly men whose ages range from 30 to 60 years old and have a high income. Some are amateurs, which are worried about climate change, want a car that makes them feel safe and excited. But also, we analyzed the weekend race drivers that want to change from petrol cars to electric powertrain cars and take this car as a new challenge. We have also identified our competitors. Some are former Formula student members who have built a startup similarly like us. However, there are well-established companies in the motorsport sector who have moved to the electric world. Our target market is Europe, as the costs of selling overseas make us not competitive against local offers. Our target for the first year is to sell 75 units, grabbing 7.5% share of the market. So how are we going to fulfill this desire? Our solution is the Quark, a car we're really excited to launch. We have a prototype up and running, which has accumulated up to 2,000 kilometers flawless tests. So I've tried myself, and believe me when I tell you it's absolutely amazing. It has great performance, good dynamics, great acceleration. And thanks to your investment, could be ready to market at January 2014. So moving on to technical aspects, it has an innovative chassis, making it extremely light despite the battery packs. Some of the main features are aerodynamic package, which increases cornering performance, carbon fiber suspension system with up to 9 adjustable parameters, MRAX engine, which is really powerful, and the best energy-weight ratio battery packs, which have been totally developed by our engineers. Throughout all the design stage of our car, sustainability has been really important. And we try to minimize the carbon footprint of our car throughout all the life cycle, from manufacturing to recycling of the product. One way to make our car more recyclable is using eco-fibers and eco-epoxy. On the manufacturing side, we have optimized our plant in order to reduce waste. Plus, we have a partnership agreement with ERP enterprises in order to recycle about our batteries using the highest European standards. We have also come to an agreement with our local government to install ourselves at a former racing driving factory. This reduces drastically our initial investment, as we have most of the necessary machinery available at the factory. As you can see in the picture, it has a U shape in order to reduce bottlenecks during production. And 90 staff could be working here at a maximum production rate of 200 units per year. A car can be manufactured in 2 days, plus 12 days wait for other parts, transportation to its destiny. This car can be yours at the incredible price, $25,950. So, we plan to sell this car in 2 different selling products. The first one is a start kit with all the necessary instructions and materials to build a car at your home. However, you want the car directly, we manufacture the car out of our plant. Moving on, we are concerned about our batteries, about the price of our batteries. So we have a battery rental program where our clients pay a fee of $92 per month. However, we know people are concerned about rental programs. So if you want the battery, you can have the option of buying the battery, and it's included in the price. So, depending on the options you choose, these are the final prices, beginning by less than $26,000 to less than $37,000. Plus, if you consider the aerodynamic package, it will be an extra of $6,000, which I truly recommend. So, how are we going to monetize this car, the Quark? Well, we believe in direct sales policy, where we avoid intermediaries in order to control the price of our car. On the marketing side, above other marketing strategies such as social media or sport magazines, we believe in informing and attracting prospective clients and also giving added value to our already existing clients. The way we do this, among other strategies, is it's a mobile application which has been totally developed by us, which includes the telemetries of the car. So you can show off in front of your friends that you're the latest one to brake on every corner. So with your $1 million investment, we could use it to pay the wages of our staff, plus face all the production marketing costs. As you can see on the right hand of the screen, break-even point could be achieved by 2017. We promise 62% return of investment by 2020, and we know that this investment has some risks. We are especially concerned about our competitors and the economy in Europe as a whole, because as we all know, we are in a crisis. However, we try to minimize the effect of this by reducing our fixed assets. So there's a clear exit strategy. A business without a great team is nothing. So here at Fusion Racing, we have a great team. We have relevant experience at the motorsport and automotive sector. Some have MBA degrees and experience at different management levels. We believe in a horizontal organization where cubicles don't exist, making everything move at a high speed. Thanks to your investment, we could have the car ready to market at January 2014, as I mentioned before. Our roadmap is clear. Sell the Quark, develop its technology. In the near future, we could enter the Formula E, the suppliers of electric technology. So, thank you. We want to avoid further rounds of funding. Our final offer is 49% stake in our company for $1 million investment. And I want to end this presentation with one final thought. As you live here today, go to a track, you will remember that today you saw technology that will forever change how racing is conceived, making it more silent and ecological, thanks to the technology the car of fusion racing. Thank you very much. If you have any questions? Yeah, okay. I would like to give thanks to my team. Without their support, this could never be achieved. So thank you.